Hey everyone, and welcome to Darksiders 2 Deathinitive Edition Deathinitive Difficulty Walkthrough. This is part 2. Once again, welcome to this beautiful game, this really gorgeous edition, and we are right where we left off. Now, I'm going to be editing some conversations with friendly characters and the cutscenes. But you will be seeing all explorations and most of the exploration, I would say, and all of the combat, of course, including bosses and DLCs and the Crucible, which we'll also be visiting and hopefully beating. This is going to be a long walkthrough. It's going to span months even, because I don't know, because there are a lot of games that I want to cover, and I'm just not going to focus on this game alone, so I'm going to cover several. So we'll be going back to back with this game, and the chapters are going to be hopefully between 15 minutes like this one, and maybe 20 or 30 at the most. So this is the first character that we're going to meet when we travel through this place. The first scenario that we're going to visit is the Tri-Stone, which is the place where these old ones that created worlds, even I don't know how that works, but they created worlds. They are ancient people, and they are fighting with against something called corruption, which is kind of like a black ghoul that can revive fallen enemies and are, like the name says, corrupting everything, including the tree of life that you see back there. So, as we want to revive humanity, and we just level up, and you're going to see me assigning my first skill point, we are going to have to make our way to the tree of life to revive Earth that has been destroyed at the end of the first game. So we are going to be doing, as I mentioned before, we are going to be doing collectibles. At least we're not going to do 100% collectibles, because that will be insane for me to do, and the walkthrough will become like seriously long. But we're going to do the collectibles that we can actually see, because in the map, see that the chest appears in the map. When you are near a chest, it actually appears in the map, and I think that feature is incredible as we get a drop. I don't know which weapon I'm going to end up using. I always prefer the hammers for the secondary weapon, because they have a moveset that I like. But I don't know which weapon I am going to use as a primary, because in my previous walkthrough I always kinda separated between the scythes. I had a very powerful scythe, I don't remember the name, but a very critical damage heavy scythe. Or the ones that are two blades that are really fast. It's called chakrams, or that is Diablo 3. Well, I don't remember the name, but I was between those, but I really like the scythe. I had a scythe that was really cool, and we're probably going to craft weapons uh, at a later stage in this game, and we're probably going to be doing all the DLCs. Which, by the way, something interesting for me to say is that I only did one DLC, because when I got the first version of this game, uh, it was only it was it only came with Argul's Tomb. That's the only DLC that I played. So, interestingly enough, I'm going to get to play the Abyssal Forge and the Demon Lord Belial. Those are two different scenarios and bosses that I didn't get to play, I didn't get to see even. So that's going to be really interesting. And this is a character that you can use to gain new skills, but if you fight him, and you're going to see me fighting right away. I'm going to cut all the talking, and you're going to see me fighting. At this point, if you fight this guy, if he hits you once, it just cancels the fight, because he does a tremendous amount of damage, see? But as I am really stubborn and I want to get this guy as early as possible, because if you get this guy this early, it's going to level you up 2 levels. So we're going to end up being at level 3. And he has some very telegraphed moves. So he has that like... See, that's not a strike. See this like twirl? If you always move to the hand that is holding, see? Like the opposite hand, excuse me, that is holding the strike, it will not hit you. And see? And the other attack is just a really straightforward attack into the ground that you can just dodge left or right, whatever you like. And now that it's half health, he's going to start doing 3 ground attacks, see? And that's a long range attack. He throws a rock at you. So that's really dangerous. But I managed to get it a few tries, but I got it. This is not difficult once you get the timing of the attacks. So I'm using the targeting system, of course, because if you don't, you'll get destroyed by this guy. And there he goes with long range, and we're going to be level 3 when we finish this. Or level 4, no, wait, maybe level 4. Yeah, level 4 I think, because we're going to talk with a lady that is going to give us the main quest, and then we're going to talk with the lady that, see, I just leveled up, and we're going to be talking with the lady that gives you the first piece of a DLC, which is integrated into the game. That is the shoulder pads, and the shoulder pads are level 5. And you're going to see it because I left it in the video, so that's why I'm not mentioning the name, of course, because I forgot. But before this version, the game just gave you the shoulder pads if you went to the, I think it's called Totem, when you can actually retrieve items, like a mailing system. And it works online too, so you can gift items to other people in your friend list that have the game. At least you could do that in the PS3. I don't know if you can still do it here, because I haven't tried it. But that was really cool. So early in the early game, you just see he teaches you skills as well. You don't need to beat him for him to teach you skills though. So we're going to be killing a lot of side bosses as well, which are like this guy Thane gives you the name of a lot of bosses, creatures that he wants you to kill, and the names are Baethir, Echidna, which is a huge spider, I remember Echidna, Gorewood, and Argul. Argul is part of the DLC, Argul's Tomb, and we're going to be killing all of them. So this is going to be really heavy boss walkthrough, but we are not going to rush the bosses. We're going to get them as we go through the missions, but we are not going to be over level also. I don't want to be over level and feel that the bosses are just fucking easy, because actually they are not. I remember Echidna killing me a lot in Apocalyptic, but I probably was under level because I always liked not to be overpowered in games like this, so I can create a challenge for myself, because these games, if you overpower and you grind enough, you can get really fast, really strong, really fast, and that's a problem, because then the game's too easy, even in this difficulty. But I don't know, you're going to see me explore a little of Tristone. This is the totem, by the way, that I was speaking before. I think it's called the totem, I don't know, maybe I just invented it. No, see, it's called the tome. Why did I say the totem? I'm not sure. And that, like, freezing, did you see that? Did you see the freezing? It's still there. That was the game. That was not a recording, so interesting. So we have to talk to that girl. I'm not going to show the talking, of course. Uh, you will want to hear all the voice acting because it's incredible. It's a really good voice acting, and the story is not bad, as I said before. It's not incredible, but it's not actually bad. And the characters all give a convincing story that I don't think it was necessary for this type of game, but they really love this game. You can tell that THQ really loved the game, and now they don't exist anymore. But hopefully, Relic Entertainment will create a Darksiders 3 and not ruin it. I really hope so. So this chick right here is going to give us the shoulders, the shoulder pads. See, when you select that option,
it is your past,
she kinda talks a little. And there we go, Pauldrons of the Horsemen. That's the first DLC item that we get that is integrated into the game. We cannot use it though, because sadly that item is level 5 and we are level 4, I think. So, but we're going to sell all the weapons that I gather up to this point. That's why you see me gather the weapons. You can actually select in the options that you can that you gather all the weapons that drops on the ground automatically, so you don't have to press circle in the case of the PS4 to grab each one. But I just didn't do that. Still, I might do it in the future. I don't know. I like to kind of see the loot before I get it. That's the thing. See, those are the shoulder pads. Don't sell the shoulder pads. And yeah, I guess that this is mostly a video about exploring the Drystone, the first area, and doing a little kind of a boss fight with Thane and beating him to level up. And you're going to see me get out of this place and go towards the first area that is called the cauldron. That's the place that we're going to get. And in the next chapter, or the next part rather, I'm just showing some of the options to you now. We are going to be exploring our while we make our way to the cauldron. And I want to show the exploring because some people, if I cut too much, if I cut the video too much, they're not gonna get a sense of what the game actually is. So I just the next video we're going to do some exploring. We're going to be opening chests, getting some collectibles. I will explain how they work, and we are going to get to the cauldron, which is our first quest, our first mission, our first main quest. So of course I talk to all these guys, but I don't make you suffer through all the dialogue. Suffer in the way that will make this video longer than it should. See, I just cut it. And then we're gonna make our way out of here. I think we're gonna get our first collectible in a water pool that is close to this area. And this first collectible that we can trade with what the fuck is this guy name? It's a demon that is actually a merchant. And we're gonna see it in the next chapter. So let's just not get ahead of ourselves. But at some point I think I'm going to see the collectible in the water and I'm gonna jump to get it. Where do I do it? Do I do it right now? Let's see. Yeah, I think I do. Yeah, I just saw it. It's right there. So the swimming is actually really responsive. I like the swimming. I don't like it in games, but I liked it. I always liked it in this one. So we just got a coin of some sort. I don't remember the exact name, but that's a tradable item that we can trade with the merchant, with the demon merchant. That I'm sure the name is called B something. Not Virgil. No, not Virgil. I'm just really bad with names. And there's been like 2 years since I played this game, or more. No, actually a lot more. I don't remember exactly, but it's been a long time. So yeah, we're gonna get to that guy. I'm going to explain some of the collectibles, and we're going to be exploring a lot, and I'm going to explain more of the mechanics of the games so you can actually know what the game is truly about. So thanks a lot for watching, guys, and we'll see each other in part 3.